Let's go over the numbers quick. Sam Darnold had almost 400 passing yards, 3 TDs, also threw 2 picks. Absolutely no rushing game.
Absolutely none.
I give the top offensive players of the week to Deontay Burnett with 2 touchdowns, Ronald Jones with 1 touchdown. I can only hope that Matt Leinart told Burnett how bad they looked when he went over to shake his hand.
Oh my, yeah. Seriously. He's probably like, you guys don't belong cleaning the toilets in the Coliseum.
But it was really, just very, very surprising, different game to watch. I mean, we talked about Texas being upset by Maryland and basically being the 4th team in the country, almost getting beat by a team that was unranked. So
right. I heard that there's this walk-on that's going to be playing for USC. His name is Raji Bash.
Kicker, yeah.
No, running back. He's going to wear number 5, like that Reggie Bush guy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Raji Bash is going to be coming.
Well, that would give, honestly, my player of the week would have to probably go to Porter Gustin for toughing it out with a broken toe and picking up 2 sacks. So that
at least somebody's got some motivation to try and do something on that team. It's nice to see that.
Yeah.
Because it didn't look like the rest of them even wanted to be there.
That walk-on kicker.
Yeah.
That walk-on kicker, he won the game for him. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
adorable.
nice. That's adorable.
I mean, it's against Texas team that's being coached by a good coach that none of the players are his. This USC should have been able to handle this, especially at home.
I told you guys 56-21 was my prediction.
Wow,
it wasn't even close.
Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all laughed at the game 1 week ago. So.
Right.
Yeah,
I was saying things like, "Oh, the stupid idiots on ESPN, they're saying things, stupids." Boy, was I dumb.
Yeah, there was a reason they were saying some things.
Yeah.
So, that pretty much wraps it up for this week. And then, definitely gives a lot of question marks going forward for them. Facing Cal next week in Cal. So, once again, they're given a 16.5 favorite to USC. But
don't trust it.
I can't believe that at all. I think it's going to be both teams 3-0, by the way, so somebody's going to lose.
And it's going to be Cal.
You think?
Yeah,
Close
I
game?
do. No, I don't think it's going to be close.
USC going to blow them out. What's the score?
The score of what?
Of the USC Cal game.
Do they cover?
Yeah, 37-17.
Okay, we'll see.
That's my prediction. It's probably wrong, but that's my prediction.
37-17, USC.
Oh, he's writing it down. It's official.
We'll hold you to it.
And I'll be watching college football from Not a Clue podcast land on Saturday.
Nice.
That's going to be great.
Nice little plug. Going to be going to visit our guys. Going to make a guest appearance on their show. Bring a little bit of Dan D'Antoni to give them a clue.
Yeah,
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You got swag for him?
I don't even have swag for us.
Yeah. If I don't have a T-shirt, they better not be getting one.
I was thinking about it, but no.
No offense, guys. If we get one, you can have one. But, I get one first.
Right. All right. So is that it, Dan Beebe?
That's going to do it for this week, yep.
All right. So, what can I say? Penn State, 56-0 over Georgia State.
Yay!
We clearly now know which state is superior, Pennsylvania or Georgia. And it's Pennsylvania.
Because this was the game to determine that.
Penn State, Georgia State.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a state college in Georgia. Let's not set the bar real high.
University of Georgia is a state college in Georgia.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
All right. Trace McSorley had himself a decent game. 309 yards, 4 touchdowns. Decent.
Nothing great. But,
Saquon Barkley, a little disappointing. Only 47 yards on 10 carries. Not looking good for the Heisman until you go to his receptions. 4 receptions for 142 yards and a touchdown. That's pretty dang good.
make up for those.
Yeah, it's almost 200 yards from scrimmage. And then he also had 37 punt return yards. So he's up over 200 yards again. Something big happened that we've been talking about with Penn State. Marcus Allen finally got the first interception of his career as a senior.
Yay.
His first interception.
Big move.
They had to play the creamiest of all cream puffs, the cakiest of all cupcakes.
Kinkiest of all cupcakes?
Cakey, not kinky.
I like some kinky cupcakes. You know, some leather and some chains on my cupcakes. Sounds delicious.
I think that's a school in San Francisco, if I'm not wrong.
It very well could be.
Yeah, Marcus Allen with his first interception. Proud of the guy. Hard hitter, good football player. You'll be seeing him on Sundays, maybe. He'll get there, but maybe you won't be seeing him. So now comes the game that I have circled on the calendar that I'm fearing the most. And that is traveling to Kinnick in Iowa to take on the Hawkeyes. Not because I don't think Penn State's a better team than Iowa. I do. I wholeheartedly do. But just like Tony doesn't like Ohio State going into Happy Valley, I don't like Penn State going to Kinnick. This is the same team that very underwhelming last year. All right, got beat by North Dakota State. But when Michigan came to play them, Michigan left with an L. Their first loss of the season, coming out of Kinnick. Their locker room is pink for the away team because the old coach who designed all of this stuff way back when said that having a color like pink just gets you out of the hyped up mentality. So you come out onto the field softer, and then they can take advantage. So there's that. There's also the fact. There's also the fact that they have horrible sewage in the visitors' locker room, so it smells like poop. It's not an easy place to get ready to play a game, and then the fans are just so crazy. And now you got to feel bad about beating a team where New Tradition is turning to the children's hospital or whatever it is and waving at the sick children is a New Tradition. You got to feel bad about going in there and beating them. But
do you though?
Yeah, sick children, man. Sick children. That's all you need.
Don't use the sick children to make me support you. Don't do that. You can't garnish your own praise on yourself. You've got to lean on sick children to make people oh, well, I can't be mad that they scored because look at all the children they're waving to. Please.
Well, I mean, on top of that, there's also Kirk Ferentz as their head coach still.
That's like a team where, if we score, we're giving away free puppies. Free puppies from the shelters. Everyone gets dogs. It's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause. No. Combine, a team that is hungry for a big win because they had the taste of it last year, beating Michigan, them being in Kinnick, and the fact that Kirk Ferentz is still their head coach. I'm not a fan of this game. I'm really not. If Penn State gets away with a 7-point win, I'd be happy. Not even kidding. They're a 12.5-point favorite, but if they can get away with a 7-point win, I'd be just fine with that. I mean, of course, because they win, but I think 7 points in a place like Kinnick is good.
I would take the win, count your blessings, and get the hell out.
Absolutely. Okay. And then just be happy that, the next toughest place you have to go is the Horseshoe.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with you there.
All right, so
that's going to be one heck. I mean, that should be one heck of a game, assuming Ohio State can get their act together.
Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be much of a game, honestly.
Yeah, I don't need you to say that to make me feel worse.
I'm not saying it to you. I'm saying it to the Dan D'Antoni fans.
Yeah, it still feels like it's coming this way a little bit.
Is that because we don't have any fans?
No, it's just because you and I have had this conversation over the past 2 years. This has happened before. It doesn't need to be live.
All right, so let's get out of the past and go into the future. This week, what college football games is everyone looking forward to? I only have 4. And
There's only a few good because
Duke,
right now I'm
North
actually going
Carolina
through the
looks
spreads.
Like a very good game.
Yup.
Less than a 3-point spread. Duke, North Carolina.
That does look like a good
That's
game.
going to
Yeah,
be good.
so I'll go through my 4. Penn State at Iowa. I think it's
Okay.
going to be a really good game.
Yeah, I agree.
Duke at North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
A team that just gave Michigan a pretty tough time till the end of the game. We got San Diego State, newly ranked, at Air Force. I think that's going to be a good
I
game.
think that's going to be a good game as well.
And then throwing in the Villanova at Albany
Okay.
on ESPN 3. A big primetime 7 o'clock game against a conference opponent. A good team that plays FBS teams and comes away with like a 2-point loss. So I think those are the games that I'm most looking forward to. And if I sound distracted during the Not a Clue podcast on Saturday, it's because I'm watching Albany.
Fair enough.
All right. Anyone else get any other games?
Going through the list, Miami of Ohio, Central Michigan might be a decent game.
If Central Michigan had played better against Syracuse, I would agree.
I'm just saying, I mean, those are two teams that are going to be pretty close to each other.
Did you mention OK State versus TCU?
Oh, I think Oklahoma State's going to beat them by like 60.
You think? I think that's going to be a better game than people are giving credit. I think OK State is the better team and will win, but TCU is a lot better than they were last year. from what I've
Mason
seen.
Rudolph had 479 yards and 5 touchdowns in the first half against Pitt. The first half.
It's true. But I think TCU might surprise some people, show that they can go toe to toe, but will lose it at the end.
I think Friday night, Utah and Arizona will probably be a good game.
I think
Between the two of them.
I think Utah's a much better team than Arizona.
They are, but still, they're teams that are familiar with each other.
Yeah.
You always expect those to be closer. The spread's not wildly large; it's actually shrinking. So, I'd expect it to be a closer game. I'm interested to see the Georgia-Mississippi State game personally.
Yeah, that is one that I was thinking about putting on there, but then I just don't like Nick Fitzgerald. I don't think he's that good.
Well,
So I'm not necessarily not going to watch it, go out of my way to not watch it, but it's not one that I'm looking forward to.
I'm also interested in the result of. I'm also interested in the result and how it plays out for the Colorado-Washington game.
That's going to be a
I
good
think there
game.
could be an upset alert there. It's one to watch. At
Yeah.
Colorado's home, I believe.
The games that I'm most looking forward to this season are Washington State,
Mm-hmm.
Penn State, Ohio State, and Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Those are the games that I must watch. And there are very few others that I ever consider must watch. Used to be Texas versus Oklahoma. That a lot of fun to watch, but
I think we're a couple years away from that being
yeah.
a marquee matchup again.
I had a few here that stand out.
Auburn versus Mercer. I think that's a barn burner.
Oh, I wanted to mention before for the Iowa game for you. James Franklin, did you see this? On the pink locker room, he said, "I think it's awesome. What a nice gesture that they painted our original school colors."
That's great.
I love that.
James Franklin, my mind's not made up about him being their coach. I mean, he was awful, and then he got what I think is a lucky break on a blocked field goal that gave the team confidence. And they've kept that confidence. I really don't think it's him. There are some coaches where, like, obviously this team is well coached. I'm not sold on James Franklin. And I might be the only Penn State fan who's not. But I'm just not.
Well, see, here's the thing: fans are going to be sold on somebody if you keep winning. That's just how it goes. So I'm sure that there are people higher on him right now because, again, he's winning. If that starts changing, the mood might sour, but then all the things you're seeing, you're going to be like, I've been saying this for years.
Exactly.
But, people are disillusioned when you're winning. You think you're the, greatest thing since sliced bread. But That's